Here's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yo, welcome.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
Oh my God.
The ball is out. It's a live football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A final return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. First down, Mayfield. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
You win some, you lose some.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Love. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again. Charles, he had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go bootleg. Love. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
21-0 our score after 1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. We'll see a return here from the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A run for Nick Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Dude, what the fuck is Baker doing, bro? He can't throw a fucking ball today.
It didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Chubb running right. Oh, he bowls over him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Hunt. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he didn't get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
Here's Pirine, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 12. Now Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On play action, Love to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hello, Taquito.
3rd and 2. Throwing. Love. It's caught here by Adams.
I'm playing Big Kev right now. That's why I haven't joined.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field. so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he takes this just a few yards.
Dude, come on. What the fuck is my defense doing?
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah. They fixed shit in Madden so you can't dive tackle anymore. Yeah, I just tried dive tackling and he just went up with him. Nothing happened.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go.
Fuck, I could never beat Kev. Cause always stupid shit happens against me. I have had 2 fucking fumbles and 2 interceptions already.
On 1st and 10, Love. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And he will find his big tight end.
What the fuck? Who is his tight end?
A great play there.
No, it's Hockery or whatever the fuck it is. That's his last name. Man's a beast.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, we need to get a touchdown here before half so we can make it a fucking 7-point game.
To get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
What the fuck, bro?
The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the
How do you put your fucking tight end on a...
progressions? He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through.
God damn it, dude. I can't fucking throw the ball because no one's fucking blocking.
Stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and force that incompletion. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
You should upgrade the well gum. Unlock it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Dude, I've never seen a quarterback fumble so much like Baker.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
He's fumbled so much in this game.
Love now. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield.
Fucker. You fucker, Big Kev. He fucking called a timeout with 4 seconds left.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure.
Fuck.
Maybe that was for the back.
Strip him or something. Getting hit by Jadeveon Clowney and fucking Myles Garrett. Come on.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the Packers first.
Oh my god, dude, this tight end's killing me. Not cooking my ass, but he's catching everything.
I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. This is Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Fucking A, dude. Come on. Make him fumble.
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
first down carry by Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw now. Here's Love. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Dillon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Come on, defense. Defense wins championships, baby.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
Flag, holding.
Can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to find
Dude, what the fuck's he?
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Come on, we need to tie it up here.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. pass. Fourth down coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field
I missed
position.
it.
When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Whoever that guy is, he's fucking fast.
Force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's not even using Tanyan.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Love.
No! Intercept that, bro!
That's batted down and incomplete.
What are you swatting it for?
And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Chubb. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now here's a throw that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has been a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the
Fuck.
and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Baker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
¿Eh?
Talk things over prior to this
¿Por qué?
upcoming 2nd down play.
¿Eh? ¿Para qué ocupas?
Pa' fumarle,
Si tú no humas, güey.
pues le fumo.
Ahí está esa.
¿Qué? ¿Qué es esto?
Nicotina, güey.
And he'll get
¿Cuánto
it
lo
here
agarraste?
to the 10-yard line.
A 20, yo creo.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in
Eh?
both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So not quite a
¿Cuánto
1st
dura
and
este?
goal. It's 1st and
Un
10
ratillo.
from the 10. They'll go left side on the
No.
ground with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
No sé.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you.
Es
You're exactly right. He's
uva
been in
y
the end zone plenty of times.
piña, yo
No way
creo.
you can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because
Este
that
Rosa.
score, they might want to
Ese
try to
ya
push back
casi no
into this
tiene.
stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens
Ya
before
no.
they're hatched.
Mira, ya se acabó.
Come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see
Oh,
this
no
one
es cierto.
play out.
Y este güey,
Ese ya se acabó.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
no es cierto.
And that will make
No,
it
humale poquito y ya se acabó.
También estaba bueno.
Ese es de melón.
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one
¿Eh?
away.
Sí, humale, ya se acabó.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the
Sí,
line.
pero ya lo recargué y se acabó.
Game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
¿Eh?
¿Cómo se ve uno
In a
con
lot of cases,
Se mira la lucecita abajo.
relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
Empieza a
This is Friday practice.
empieza a
Every week of
flashear.
the season, you go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set
Pues dámelo
yourself
si ya se
up.
acabó.
Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
And now here is
Agárralo.
another interception. Picked off at the 28. And the Browns have
Me
just
cargo un
about
igual, güey.
sewn up this football game.
¿De cuál? ¿De ese?
Folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most
Está bien.
used phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
I beat him, Taco.
It's maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I beat him.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.